Number 12 is about the destination marketing brand. Who's going to talk to that? Hi, Mr. Campbell. On behalf of all our councillors, Warrior Head, we're sad that we're losing you shortly, and we want to wish you all the best in your further endeavours. So, congratulations on moving up food chain. And we will miss you.
So I have a short presentation that I can just cut to the chase if you want me moving these this out. Okay, so that's got the main information on the end. Unless somebody wants me to go and take you through the presentation. I have to take me a little while to set it up.
Oh yeah, we're going to see, are you doing it on the computer, are you? Well, why do you get set up and close windows? Should we have a quick break and then come in? Does that suit everybody? Because we'll have to darken down again. Well, if you're ready for us, we're ready for you.
Right, so you will remember during the induction process we had a bit of a chat about the branding, and we were tasked to go away and look at introducing a new brand for the council. So we went to Cato and we talked to them, and they provided us with 3 different looks. But before we got to that stage, we just went through a bit of an audit of what our existing collateral is. So, looking at all of the different types of pamphlets and things that we have there, you can see there's quite a range. So there's a bit of consistency there with our corporate documents. But other than that, we have a whole range of different look and feels. So 4 different websites here, all different look and feel. So basically, this is where we got to with our what they call the brand hierarchy. So this is our council brand, and then sitting underneath that was the venues brand, and then sitting alongside this was the new Great Lake Total branding. So bringing all the teams together and talking about what do we do, which direction do we head in, it was quite difficult to get the venues to shift their perspective from wanting to kind of retain the venues brand, which is quite strong now, and maybe coming into council branding. But I think over time we've actually managed to convince them. So what we've come to is basically we've come right back to the beginning again, and we've looked at the 360 branding. And the last time I got the whole team together, they were of the mind that why would we want to do something different? We all want to just be the same, we're all council, we should just all stick with the existing branding. So that was very much in line with what I felt the direction you were heading in. So it's been a really good result, and it seems a long way to get to this point. But I think it's good that we've kind of got consensus from all different departments in council that that's what we want to do. So basically what we're presenting you here is just this brand here, which is the 360 DLT branding. And looking at the Great Lake Total, retaining that branding and the District Council under there, I guess the only thing we can do is flip it around, make the Taupo District Council bigger and the Great Lake Total smaller. Now this is one of the other options that they did provide us with a different macron. So basically, if you wanted to have a look at changing the macron, this is taken from the Kōwhaiwhai that was gifted to us from Tuwharetoa, and you'll see it at some of the bottom of our existing documents. So basically, that was where we got to. You can either retain the 360 brand as it is, the line, potentially adopt this Kōwhaiwhai, and look at it a little bit around the words. But yeah, we've come up with just a really simple, clear, consistent brand. So these are just some of the examples about the way we can translate it onto our council collateral. So looking at what I call the fan. These are some of the things that we can do when we're producing council documentation going forward. Potentially, one of the styles of our new there. And so these are all options, and I think we can use all of these options when we go forward and actually start updating our brochures, looking at our official documents, looking at our website, reskinning the website, and just using those examples. And this is where we've ended up basically with the brand hierarchy, this one being the master brand, and all of the venues coming underneath this brand and sitting nicely alongside the Great Lake Taupo brand. Now, one of the things that often happens when you introduce a new brand is it causes a huge outcry because you can never get people to kind of agree on just one brand. But I think because the Great Lake Taupo brand is already out there, it's been adopted, all we're basically doing is adopting an existing brand. So I think the risks around those are a lot less than what they would have otherwise been. So some of the things we'd be looking at is doing the signage, obviously. We went away and did a bit of an audit about what it was going to cost. And because we've actually been looking at branding for quite some time, people have actually been holding their existing branding. For example, everyone's waiting for new uniforms, people who have uniforms. So they would have normally replaced those last year, but they've been holding off, so there's a lot of existing budget just waiting there. If you were to adopt that brand, there will be no additional costs there. There will be some signage costs. Obviously, we have a lot of signage throughout the district. What we've decided to go with now is just prioritising the signage. So, maybe if I hand that out. And if you look at all of the priority one items, pretty much all of those items can be done with an existing budget. So there wouldn't be any huge additional cost, and we're planning on actually just quietly rolling out the new branding. For instance, customer services people will get the new uniforms and they get the new brand of it. We've got a lot of people waiting for business cards, so we've got new work titles. So we'd produce those new business cards just with an existing budget. For Letterhead, for example, they've been only ordering small quantities of letterhead because they know that we potentially will change that. So we'll just wait for that to run out and then we'll replace the letterhead. Advertising and marketing, obviously anything going forward, we just use the new logo and the new look and feel. We're looking at maybe producing a whole lot of generic templates within the existing branding budget that people can just pick up and use. Some of the things that have kind of worked into the plan is the extension at the Lake Terrace building. So we've just been able to incorporate the cost of the new sign, if we were to have a new sign on the building, into those costs. Particularly if staff are looking at moving from the depot, the cost of the new signage would be incorporated into that. So we've gone through and had a look at all the different kind of aspects, talked to people about what additional budget they would need, and we think pretty much for all of the priority one, we'd be fine. We're looking at potentially spending a little bit of extra money on some vehicle signage. So we've got some new vans, and I think we could sign the vans, 3 vans, and maybe the rubbish truck, and see how that went before we started rolling it out. So, this is just letting you know, don't be too worried about the cost of it, because it looks like the initial stages anyway, we can do it within existing. Probably over time, the biggest cost will be the signage, because we have a lot of signage around the district, and that would be something that we have to look at doing over time. But other than that, just wondering if anyone's happy with that.
Okay, questions? Councillor Allen first.
I've got a couple. Read the COFI. Is it the COFI? COFI. Personally, I quite like that rather than just the plain Macron, because you don't get the plain Macron underneath on the Taupo District Council. And I think it joins in, it looks like, our lake and our waves as well, and it joins in with Mangakino and Turini. That's my own personal view. The second thing I'd like to just ask too is that when we do, if we do decide on this, will we go out for tenders for the signage? Because I realise that the signage on the big signs was done out of the district, and will we get a chance for the local, because there's a lot of sign businesses in the district to actually tender for this, because it will be, you know, quite big over the whole.
Yeah. So we had always planned to go out for tender. Unfortunately, one of the things that happened is the man who was handling that has now left, so that didn't quite get to where it needed to get to. But yes, because we have such a huge range of signage throughout the district, other than the signage that can be incorporated into existing upgrades, like the council building, I'd say yes, we have to go and do a thorough audit of all of our signage and look at tendering that out. But Mr. Bennett might be able to help me out here.
Probably would rather know.
So that was always the intention, yes.
And just to follow on there, you know, I think this is a great idea. It coincides to DLT and what they've done, and I think they got a good uptake with the tourism market as well, with using this for their branding as well. So it just coincides with consistency over the whole of the district. So you know, I agree with this.
Yeah, I think either love or hate it, everybody seems to know what the new brand is.
Yeah.
So that's one of the main things that I think a lot of people do like it.
Councillor Truman?
I was just wondering, say the Mangakino, Paukani and Turangi have both got the different macrons, so within those districts, are they going to have their macron of the different things? Like I think you had Turangi Library or Turangi something. Will these have the lime or will these have the fish?
Well, we can work through that. At present, you've got your own ones, and those have been decided on. So I think what we will try and do is with the generic council collateral, like the stuff that goes across the whole of council, it would have the master brand. But with anything within that, at the next couple of levels, and you can see that with the with just the wording on that. So at the next level down, I think you can you can customise it with your own branding. So that would obviously, we'd have to look at things specifically and have a look at them and see what made the most sense. But I think common sense is probably one of the key factors here. So if it's something on a brochure that doesn't just relate to Mangakino or is very similar to other stuff in the council's wider kind of look and feel,